It's Bernard Nomberg with the Nomberg Law Firm. Wanted to take a few minutes and talk with you about pre-existing conditions in Alabama workers' compensation cases. That situation is typically used as a defense against the compensability of work comp cases. There's a little bit of confusion about what that means, but I wanted to just take a minute or two to explain how a pre-existing condition can still lead to a compensable claim. Pre-existing condition, in its simplest terms, just means that the injured worker, before they had an accident or became symptomatic with injuries or conditions from a workplace situation, that they had some type of medical situation, medical care, surgery, physical therapy, whatever it may be, before coming into the workplace or coming into or having that accident that led to the injuries that are now at issue. Very commonly, the pre-existing defense or this issue deals with prior knee injuries, prior back injuries, shoulders, etc. For example, if someone had a back injury in a work comp claim and it came out through either the discovery through medical records or testimony, whatever it may be, that the person had had a prior back surgeries in the past. And what we look at, and the way the law treats this, is whether or not the person, for our analysis purposes, is whether or not the person had any restrictions, limitations under doctor's care just before this event, this accident, or whatever it may have been that caused the injury that's now at issue. It doesn't matter if there were prior back injuries, prior back surgeries, etc. If the person could do all of what it was expected of them at work, and they had no limitations at the time they got re-injured or injured again in the workplace, then the pre-existing injury defense should fail, meaning it should be a compensable claim. Typically, we have to take the doctor's deposition or get a written opinion from the doctor to figure out whether or not the pre-existing injuries themselves caused or contributed to the current injuries that are going on, whether or not the symptoms, the injury itself that's being complained of in the current workers' comp case, whether or not any of that has any contribution from what happened at work. It could be a brand new injury, even if it is the same body part, the same level on the back. Additionally, even if you have a pre-existing medical condition, and that condition at the time of the accident that caused the current issues that are going on in the claim, if the accident itself aggravated or exacerbated a pre-existing condition, then that too could be a compensable claim. And again, a lot of these terms, exacerbated, aggravated, etc., they're not common terms that everyone uses. It's very specific to workers' comp cases. If you have questions or concerns about whether or not your pre-existing medical conditions are the cause or maybe the reason for a denial of a workers' comp claim, please give us a call. Nomberg Law Firm, Birmingham, Alabama, 205-930-6900. NombergLaw.com is our website. We also can be found at Facebook and Twitter.